Hi, this is Kathy with Harriet's Papery, and we are going to make some tags today with this old piece of manila folder and this set of digitals from my shop. This is my musical floral collection. And we'll just flip through these really quickly here. And then we'll get started on the tags. I took my inspiration for the tags from some that I saw Chapter 1 papers do probably last fall that I really like. They're little tags with pockets on them. Anyway, we're going to use these digitals to make the tags. Alright, let's get started. I'm going to start out by just tearing this in half. And then I think we'll tear this off right here. I don't know what you guys have been up to lately, but it is gardening time here, and so we are digging in the dirt all the time, and you can tell if you look at my hands that I've been digging in the dirt. And the weather has changed from kind of cold and not too nice to all of a sudden we are hot. And this happens every year, but somehow it just always feels like a bit of a surprise when it does it, which is really ridiculous, because after a lifetime of living here on the high desert, you'd think I'd be used to it. Alright, I think that we will use some of this. And I have some brown paper here somewhere, I think, that I was going to use. And tear some pieces off through the pockets. So we'll set that over there for now. So I think we'll just kind of take a look at this and see what we want on here. Wouldn't that be pretty? But the other things might cover it up, so we don't want to do that. I think we will fold this here and tear that off. And then we'll just tear that off. I have found that the folding and tearing goes really well if you have a heavier paper. This isn't standard copy paper, it's a little bit heavier. And it seems to tear really well when I have heavier paper. All right. Yeah, we'll see how we want this placed on here. I'm wondering, do I want the pocket to cover any of this, or do I want it to cover the music? I'm not sure. Maybe. I've got scissors. I know I do. I know none of you ever experience this, where's all my stuff at moment, but seems like we all do that, right? Alright. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We'll glue that down. I really prefer this Fabri-Tac glue. I have a not good relationship with glue sticks. I always feel like anything I make with a glue stick will fall apart. And I want the things that I put together to stay together. And that doesn't necessarily make it true that they will fall apart, but that's just the way I generally think about it, is they're going to fall apart if I use a glue stick, so I don't. My daughter tells me that if I think that Fabri-Tac smells good, then I've been using it for too long. Teenagers are just simply the best, are they not? Okay, we're going to use some of this for our pocket. I think we'll rip off these jaggedy pieces that are definitely not going to want to play nice. All right, how deep of a pocket? Maybe there. We can always fix it if we don't like it, right? That's the great thing about junk journal stuff, is you can just fix it. You can take it and do other stuff to it when it doesn't turn out the way you want it to. So, here we go. Generally speaking, I really like to use scraps when I make stuff like this. And sometimes it's fun to just get some new stuff out to use. There we go. Fold that over. I had some scraps here, but I cleaned my workroom a while back. Can you even imagine? So now I don't know where anything is, because I put it away. What was I thinking? All right. So here we are, well on our way to a nice, pretty fancy tag. What will we put on this side? Now these digitals I did not print double-sided, so there's only one thing on each side right now. I mean, obviously, when you have them at home, you can print them any way you want. What do you think? Yes. Yes is what I think. Maybe that gives it a little interest. Let's see. I'm just going to cut the edge off here. My old printer would print right to the edge of the paper, and I loved that. But this printer does not do that, and it makes me just so sad. I hope I didn't just move the camera there with my big head. Okay. Trim the top off too. And then we'll tear the rest of it, because nothing has to be perfect. It's okay to cut and tear on the same project, I say. Other people may not agree. That's okay. I don't mind if they don't agree with me. Sometimes I use a light pencil mark to mark where I want to tear things. Sometimes it's easier that way. about to step into the decorating phase of this project, where we put all the really good pretty things on, like lace. I don't know about you guys, but I love to have a little bit of lace on my project. It just gives it a little fancy feeling without being overboard. I'm not too much for sparkly stuff, although I like glitter. But I am not a bling girl. And for those of you who don't know me or know much about me, I am a cowgirl. And I live in Idaho, and we do a lot of riding and working with our horses. We have a handful of cows, but we have friends who have more cows, and we help them a lot. Here we have it. Ew. Let's see what we can do there. Oh no! No, how rude. Probably should have torn some of that off. But here we are. Alright. We are partway there. I'm gonna clip my hole now. Alright, we will be right back with some decorating things. Alright, I'm back and I've got all the goodies, and I found some of my little bits that I hid from myself recently. So I think we're going to use this lace, I think possibly up here on the top, and I'll maybe not, because I was planning on using these little guys up there, so I think I will not use lace on the very top, but I could use it like right here. We might tear some more of this off. It seems a little bit much there. Here, I'll try to do this where you guys can actually see what I'm doing. It's not the best tearing job I've ever done. Oh, now it's just frustrating me. See, I should have thought about this before, huh? And considered the size of it all before I started putting it together. But, oh well. Here we are. Now we have it. Something about that doesn't seem very straight now. Okay, there we are. So maybe we'll do that after we do some decorating. And I've got some bits of tea stain paper here, and most of these are just leftovers from many projects. I don't know. I think that kind of argues with the flowers that are already on it. I like the handwriting, but it won't show if I put it there. Maybe I'll just tear it up. Maybe some right there. Yeah. I thought, as full as this little bottle is, it would not give me trouble. But it seems I was wrong. All right. I think we'll this way. Yeah, this way. I like this way. All right. I think we're going to want to put something underneath that. There's my nice end. Here we are. Yeah, it needs something underneath it. That would be funny if I stuck that under there after I tore it apart, but I don't think I will. What about this guy? What do we think? Maybe. I think it would be actually really great if there was some pink underneath there. See if I've got any pink here. Oh, lots of pink here, actually. Because of course I do. I love pink. I don't like to wear pink all the time, which makes my husband very happy because he hates pink. Which is kind of funny because at a lot of rodeos you see in the summer, they always have like a night where all the cowboys wear pink. My husband would never be one of those guys. He won't even wear like a really crazy wild rag, which I like to tease him about because a lot of his friends do. They're not afraid to wear a crazy wild colored wild rag, but he won't. But that's okay. I mean, everybody's got to be who they are, right? We all got to be who God created us to be. When I was young, I had lots of boyfriends that would complain, "Can't you go someplace without wearing your boots?" And I would think, well, you started dating me, so what's your problem? It's kind of funny to think about now, but what was I thinking dating those kinds of boys? And I hope that my daughters have learned, like, I don't know, to be a little bit wiser than that. It helps to have, like, a mom to guide you. My mom died when I was a teenager, so I didn't really have her to guide me in some of the kinds of decisions that it's good to have a mom around for. That was kind of hard. But a lot of hard years in my life before I got saved and started living for the Lord. But now I have a great life and I have a great husband. We just had our anniversary yesterday. We've been married for 5 years. And my youngest just graduated from high school this year. It's just kind of crazy how fast all this stuff has happened. It seems like my daughters were just born and now they're young women. And next year they'll both be in college. Just a little bit crazy, that's all. Hey, look at that, guys. We made a tag with a pocket. Now we can like find some little bits to stick in there like that. And we're gonna tie something up here if I can find enough. I have enough. I can just detach it from everybody else. I have this muslin that I like to tear and use to tie in my tags. So we'll put some of these guys on there. Now, some people glue them. I don't glue them. I haven't had them fall off yet, but doesn't mean they wouldn't. And I think we'll just color the edges up and leave them a little bit rough and messy. Rough and messy is good. Put some more on there just to make it dirty looking, like I took it out to my garden and rolled it in the dirt. Okay, I think, oops. Now this is how I like to tie them. I push the little knot through, and it's not a knot, this is a little bit of fabric, a loop. Push a loop through. I hope I'm keeping this in frame for you guys. Okay, and there we go. And I can trim these guys down and maybe fray them out a bit with my fingernails. And I keep all these little bits and pieces because sometimes you can use them to make little, what do you want to call them? Like where you take and just glue a bunch of stuff together on the corner of a page or a pocket or tag or something. I like to use them for stuff like that. All right, well, here we have it, a tag, and I love tags with pockets. It lets you hide little extra goodies, and they're just so pretty and fun. Anyway, so I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.